Right, welcome back. We're still in the ruins of Desarune. We're just going to clear the area down here now and make our way up to the top left of the map. There's a couple of enemies down here we need to fight. Some crab enemies that we've not seen yet. But we get a nice shield swap out for Oliver. And we'll take these shurikens for later on. Might need them. Okay, so here's the crab enemies we need to face. Before we do that, we can push this secret button on the wall here to open a wall around the corner. This one here. Then if you step in time before it closes, you'll have access to the secret. Then you can press this to escape. So this is a serpent bracer. We have one already for Oliver. But we can give this one to Jasmin for a bit of poison resistance. We also get a tribal spear. So it's a two-handed weapon. And you can attack from the back row. But given it's a light weapon, we don't have anyone who can use it. So we can dump that one. Now we have these crabs to deal with. Now we don't really want to face them here because then we'll be attacked from both sides. So we want to try and kite them back into this room where we started and at least do some damage in these corridors. It's going quite well so far. As we slowly kite them back. But you saw there, Nico took a lot of damage just from a few hits. And that's something you definitely want to avoid. So yeah, kite them backwards if you can. And definitely don't get trapped. The other one's here trying to kind of sneak around the back a little bit. But now it's just one of them. There's no real danger now. Unless you get a bit confused as to where you are and get yourself stuck in a corner. So in this square room here, if there's just one left, you can just keep kiting. You can see there just one hit can cause a wound, so no health regeneration. So I think I've run out of small health potions, so we'll have to drink a big one now. And we'll need Jasmin just to make another one. Well, another two actually. I like to have 4 on hand. And now we have access to the room that those guys were guarding. Then we can head this way. Some more bullets. And some broadhead arrows, which aren't much use to anyone. Yeah, for some reason there's one fly hanging around down here. And there's nothing else down there from what I remember. I'll just have a quick look. Oh, yeah, a fish. You don't want to miss the fish. Then in the corners of these rooms there's nothing here. But if you end up fighting something in this room, it can be quite good to kite it back to here. For example, if you were to go this way fighting the crabs, you can kite the crabs around here. But from now on, we'll just go back to the crystal room now. So we get a scroll of darkness, but we already know that spell. And we have access over here to another gold lock. It's a weapon called Axe. It's a single-handed strength weapon, so it is better than these two currently. But as I'm really looking for a two-handed weapon, I won't bother using a key here. It wouldn't be so much of a waste to use this one, but I'll hold on to it just for later on. And here's a lever to close this pit, which gives us access to this side of the room. So now, if we wanted to, we could come over here and then exit. But yeah, there's no reason to exit just yet. So we now have access to the next room here. So if you listen carefully, you can actually hear the noise of a power gem here, and it's coming from my left, but we can't get access to it yet. And the exit is in these stairs just ahead of us behind this door. But to open the door, we need to pull the lever in here by putting a key in this hole and doing the same on this side of the map with the keyhole here. And we've got one key over here and one key down here. So we've got sort of two halves left to solve. Then we can escape. And it's a dead end here telling you that the Hamlet of Stormbreach is this way, but it's kind of sealed off in that little landslide. So we have access here to an area above us, but we need to work out how to get up here. And it's a case of just pushing this button here against the wall, and it opens up this one. And now we get access to the area just above us. So yeah, we have to go this way now. And there's one more secret available up here. You'll see a treasure chest across the room there on this side. And there's actually a pressure plate in the distance over here that we need to hit. So if we lob one of those over, it should activate the pressure plate. I'm not sure what else is over here. Is there anything? No, just the shuriken we threw. But we've accessed another secret, and we've got a one lockpick spare, so we can use it. A rage potion. And we get this Zacton harpoon. These are the harpoons those blue guys in the water were using. And if you read the lore text at the bottom of the screen there, it mentions that the item can be used both on dry land and underwater. So it's our first underwater weapon. It's not a great deal of use generally, but at least now if we meet somebody underwater we can actually fight back, which is more than we could do previously. So where are we going now? Oh, this way. So we're heading over here now. And that was the pressure plate that we just put the shuriken on to access the secret. So we get some bread. I might as well eat this now. And 2 fire buns, also frost buns. So we've got a nice little collection. Although we seem to have collected tons of fire bombs from somewhere. I might need to dump some of those soon, as these bombs actually weigh a lot more than you think they would. But they are useful at certain key points in the game. So here's the next trap room. So we get a bunch of guys over here. And similar on the other side, a bunch of skeletons. And we need access to that key there, so we can use it to unlock one of these two doors. So when we pull this switch, this door here will open, I think. But also these guys here will now be able to teleport into this room and kill us. Now the best way I found to do this is actually, when you pull this lever, rather than wait in this room to fight all these guys, you should actually try and go into one of these side of the room, one side or the other, and bring the fight to them. I'll try and demonstrate that here, without committing suicide. So try and lure him out if we can. And now we go into this room. And while these guys are shooting us in the face, they're not actually doing that much damage. Okay, so we're in here now, relatively safe. And all the enemies are out there. Now there is a room below us here we can go into by using the rope down here. But we'll just have a quick heal up. It's also safe to stand next to the teleporter, because the enemies don't enter and kind of telefrag you as they come in. You can do it to them, but they can't do it to you. So it's actually quite safe to rest in that spot. Now if we go through the teleporter here, we're going to come out over there and have at most 3 guys to fight in here. Which isn't the worst thing to do. So here we go. They're all dancing around this room in a big circle. Lightning is quite good against skeletons as well. I guess all that metal armour they're wearing is kind of makes them vulnerable to lightning. And we're on easy street at this point. Guy's taking a lot of damage at last. So we get an iron key, so we'll carry that one around. I don't think there's any more items on the floor around here. I think it's just a key for us. Yeah, and just to demonstrate what I meant there, you can use the rope to go down these holes. And it leads us to an area here with a couple of, well, I think one secret in it. You can take mini breaks by jumping down here and then waiting for another chance to attack. If you've got decent ranged attacks, there's actually an easier way to do this fight. There are 2 sets of ladders. Nice. There's also a skeleton archer over here shooting at us. But as my party kind of lacks ranged attacks, this area, there you go, you can see them over there. It's not the easiest area for my team to deal with. But yeah, we get some crossbow quarrels, which we don't need. Another alchemy ingredient here. But now yeah, we can actually get over here now by finding a secret. So if we step to the right here, then there's a secret button. Then we go back the way we came. This door opens. And we get a little secret here with quite a good shield in it. Although depending on when about you come here in your game, the shield may actually be of no use at all. But I know I've been looking forward to this one. Because it gives evasion plus energy. So while I don't really need the evasion part of it, the energy is actually quite good for Galden in the back row. It's a straight up 25 energy boost. So you can't argue with that. And then more arrows. Now I'll just go up here for a second to give Oliver a chance to rest. Then we'll head into the area where those two skeleton guys were. I'm just checking my food status. Let's have a look. I think I'll eat a little bit. That could have gone in there actually. Okay, now we'll finish those two guys off. Then we can use the key that we've just found. I missed it there. We get another piece of the rogue set. Although it's not really... this set isn't much use for us now, as our guy who needs dex is going to be wearing heavy armour. So nobody needs this yet, but I'll just keep it on standby and I'll save it. But I don't think I'll actually need that. And now we're back here again. And the teleporter we saw over there behind the key area, that goes onto this, the left hand side of the room. But I'm not sure there's anything here we actually need. No. Yeah, so we've got to press this lever again now to turn the teleporter off, allowing us to get out. Right, there we go. This way. Is it this way? I get confused in here now. Which side do we want? Is it this way? Yep, here we go. So we've finished with this top area now, and we've got a key. Now out of these two locks, I know the one on this side has a nice bit of head armour in it. So we may as well unlock this one first. Doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. So we pull the first of the two levers. And we can have a quick inspection of this helmet. So we don't gain any protection wearing this, but Oliver can use the extra strength bonus more than he could do with the evasion, I think. So we'll do the switch there. Yeah, I don't think we need this now. We'll get rid of it. There's no reals. You don't get a set bonus for wearing all of the reed set. So yeah, we don't really need to keep that. It's going to weigh us down. So the next stage now is to head down here. So we can head down these areas now, but also at the end you can see a green glow coming out of these rooms because there were some slimes in here and maybe also an ice elemental. So you want to hit this and then do a couple of steps backwards. And try and let him come to us rather than... And these guys can inflict a poison sort of status on you as well. So don't stand in front of them for too long. Individually their attacks don't really hit that hard, but it's kind of the poison status that gets annoying. There we go. Ouch. Wasn't a good idea to get hit with that. These guys generally don't like to stand in front of you too much. Nice, let's have a level up. So we'll close the door and have a rest. So let's see what Oliver actually needs here. Yeah, so I want him to get up to wearing heavy armour. So rather than going for the damage boost, I think I'll get to armour 4. And then while these guys are tanking up the damage, it gives Galden more freedom to unload. And for Nico, yeah, we'll go straight damage here. Max out light weapons. And with the 5th point into light weapons, it means we can also dual wield any light weapons and not just daggers. So that's quite a nice boost for him. Oh yeah, Galden. What should we do with him? I think we'll start putting points into critical here. At 3rd level we can do some backstabs. They're quite hard to pull off, but just the general crit damage is worthwhile. I'm not going to put any more into accuracy just yet. Putting points into crit can be a bit of a gamble because of the random nature of the damage. But yeah, it's not too bad. So we get more useless bullets in this direction. That's in the top corner here. I'm surprised the slime didn't come out and attack us earlier rather than waiting. Yeah, Nico's got diseased. So there's nothing around this side. Now we know before we press this button, we had the option of going down here, so we can have a quick peek. More fish. Yeah, Galden here has an antidote, so we may as well let Nico drink that, just to cure his status. And we've got a room here with more slimes in, always one slime. And a necklace by the looks of it. Oops. Let's check out our loot. Dual pendant gives willpower, which boosts our energy levels, I think, so that's good for Galden to have. His current necklace only gives 1 willpower. This one gives 2, so we can switch that out. Then I guess Jasmin can have the +1 willpower necklace. And then Oliver can have the resist code. Given Nico's a Lizardman with natural elemental resist. I don't think he needs that. And we get a speed potion, so I'll save that for later. So what's next now is to head round this side and kill a few guys round here, get the next key, put it into the lock, and then we're out of this place for now, and then our available options open up a little bit. But I'll cover that stuff in the next episode. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.